such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling, the feeling you know that we're friends.
Good morning, guys, and happy Monday. I hope you're getting ready for your week of homeschool quarantine style. I know you're probably getting tired of it and you're ready to be back at school. We're certainly missing you and we certainly wish we were together, but I'm glad you're watching this morning. So we want to talk about loving one another as Jesus loves us, which is a big challenge that Jesus puts forth for us. And in a time like this with the quarantine, it's probably becoming a little extra difficult. I know that your siblings and your parents might be getting on your nerves a little bit, and quite honestly, I bet you're getting on their nerves a little bit. But loving one another as Jesus loves us includes patience. It's a big one. Patience, understanding, and it's okay to give each other the space they need when they ask for it. So we see in John's gospel, Jesus tells us, "This is my commandment, love one another as I love you." And you guys, that is a big challenge, to love one another as Jesus loves us. I know I don't love anyone that perfectly, and I can bet that you probably don't either. But it's a challenge that he puts out for us. So what we're asking this week is, how are you showing Jesus' love to someone in your life? Is it patience? Is it understanding? Is it reaching out to somebody who's alone at home and FaceTiming them? Let us know. If you're on Facebook, put it in the comments. And if you're on Instagram, you can absolutely tag us in something. Let us see what you're doing. For example, Susan's neighbor is being a little silly and joyful, and look here, they put a giant inflatable Olaf in their front yard just to spread a little joy. But I have some bad news for you, Olaf. No warm hugs for a while. Stay back 6 feet. So I don't know about you guys, but ever since this COVID-19 pandemic has started, I've been waffling back and forth between two extremes. Some days, some moments, I'm walking outside around my neighborhood, it's 70 degrees, and I'm like, this is awesome. Like, nothing can hurt me. Like, this is silly. You know, I should go to the lake and do all these things, and everything's fine, and I'll be fine. And then I have these moments, probably, seconds later, that I'm anxious and I'm scared and I have a tickle in my throat and I think it means certain death. So I think a lot of people are going back and forth between these two extremes. But something that's really been helping me, which I think will help you in these moments of anxiety, these moments of uncertainty, these moments of not really trusting that we're going to be okay and it's all in God's hands, is looking to the helpers in the world. And I think the person to explain it the best is one of my favorite childhood role models, Mr. Rogers. Let's take a look.
My mother used to say, a long time ago, whenever there would be any really catastrophe that was in the movies or on the air, she would say, always look for the helpers. There will always be helpers, even just on the sidelines. That's why I think that if news programs could make a conscious effort of showing rescue teams, of showing medical people, anybody who is coming into a place where there's a tragedy, to be sure that they include that. Because if you look for the helpers, you'll know that there's hope.
So guys, what we're asking you to do this week is to be one of those helpers. We're challenging you to show Jesus' love to those around you. So that can look like putting an Olaf in your yard. It can look like calling somebody who's quarantined alone at home. It can look like being a little kinder to your parents. Let us know what you're going to do. Like I said, put it in the comments or tag us on Instagram. And you guys, we miss you so much. Stay safe. We'll see you next week.
You can always help to make each day a special day. By just your being yourself, you grow in your own way. Everyone does. That's one reason each one of us is different and special. and people can like us exactly as we are.